Hey guys, Derek here with Derek's All MMA channel doing my UFC 136 prediction video. Very looking forward to this fight card tonight. With the Spike TV portion, you have 7 great fights. I'm just going to do the prediction for the pay-per-view portion of the card, so let's get right into it. First fight, Nan Fan versus Leonard Garcia. This is a rematch of the last fight where Nan Fan won the fight, done more damage, but Garcia out through him 3-1, 2-1, something like that. And just something to remember. That's why Garcia gets all these decisions, guys, that he shouldn't get, because he's always moving forward. He's always throwing punches, whether they land or not. And whether you agree with it or not, that's how judges judge fights a lot of times. It's just by who's moving forward. It is what it is, but that's just the way that it is. With that being said, Nam Fan's the better fighter in every aspect of the game. And I don't see any reason why Nam Fan should not. I mean, he's more. You got to remember that was his first fight under the bright lights in the UFC. I don't see this being a problem for him. I think he's going to be more accustomed to the octagon. He's going to be even better this fight than what he was the first fight against Leonard Garcia. So I have Nam Fan winning this fight by unanimous decision. On to the second fight. Joe Lauzon versus Melvin Guillard. This is a big fight for both these guys. This could put Joe Lauzon in the title discussion, and this could give Guillard a potential title shot. The way you break this fight down is very simple. Joe Lauzon has 3 minutes. 3 minutes to defeat Melvin Guillard, and that's the first 3 minutes to fight. As soon as the bell rings to that 2-minute mark, to the 2-minute mark left in the first round, Joe Lauzon has to finish Melvin Guillard. Because that's the way Lauzon is. He comes out, he's going to be explosive. He's going to try to do everything he can to get the fight to the ground and submit Guillard. Thing is, it's just not going to happen. Guillard's going to be able to defend the takedown, and about that 2-minute mark where Joe Lauzon starts to gas out like he always does, Guillard's going to be able to still have his speed going, and he's going to be able to connect a hard shot on the feet and finish the fight on the ground. TKO Melvin Guillard. Like I said, if Joe Lauzon wins this fight, it has to be in the first 3 minutes. Don't think it's going to happen. Melvin Guillard TKO. Third fight, Chael Sonnen and Brian Stann. Good, intriguing fight as far as matchup goes. Stann's the guy that likes to keep it on his feet. Chael Sonnen is the guy that likes to put people on their back. You look at their careers, there's no reason we shouldn't think Chael shouldn't be able to get this fight on the back. So when we shouldn't have any problem putting Brian Stann on his back. So when you go to pick this fight, making a prediction on this fight, there's really only one thing you need to look at, and that is, can Brian Stann submit Chael Sonnen? Chael Sonnen's biggest weakness in his career, obviously, is his submission defense. I think he's going to be fine in this fight. I don't think Brian Stann has the jiu-jitsu. I think Sonnen's going to be able to, anytime Stann tries to angle out his hips, I think Sonnen's going to be fine in this fight. It's a 3-round fight. In the Anderson fight, I think the submission was had more to do with cardio than anything else. I know Sonnen's been out for a while, but he stays active training. I see Sonnen being fine and able to win this fight by unanimous decision. On to the co-main event. Jose Aldo defending the 145-pound featherweight title against Kenny Florian. This is a good fight. Kenny Florian is a 2.5 to 3-1 underdog. I think that's bad. I think that's a bad line. I mean, to me, I'm probably going to throw $50 on Kenny Florian just to see what happens. I think it's a good investment. I think that Jose Aldo is going to win this fight, but Kenny Florian is a game fighter. I think technically he's better on the feet than Jose Aldo, but Jose Aldo, it's not that much of a difference in the power from Jose Aldo. Negates that, and you got to kind of give, if it stays on his feet, you got to give it to Jose Aldo. Kenny Florian's going to be looking to counter what Jose does. I don't think he's going to have much success. I see Aldo able to pick him apart. Also, I think if somebody gets in trouble, I think Aldo can get the fight to the ground to where I don't see Kenny Florian have the ability to get the fight to the ground. So, like I said, with all that being said, with the power, the athletic ability, and the ability to take the fight where he wants to, you got to go with Jose Aldo on this fight, and I do think he will finish Kenny Florian by second round TKO. On to the main event. Frankie Edgar defends the 155-pound lightweight championship against Gray the Bully Maynard. The the last fight with these guys, I predicted that the difference in the fight would be the speed and the boxing of Frankie Edgar would get him the fight. I'm kind of going different this time around, and the reason for this is, guys, I think there's not going to be a filling out process with these guys. These guys know who they are. They know what they're dealing with. And because of that, I think the difference in this fight is going to be the strength, the wrestling, and the power advantage that Maynard has in this fight. I think it's going to play out in this fight. I don't think the speed is going to be that hard for him to deal with Edgar, because he trains with faster guys, and he's been in there with Edgar, so he knows what to expect. And I think when you get some similarities in there, and you get guys who are as close in talent as these two guys are, I think you always got to go with the wrestling, size, and power. And I just think it's going to be too much for Frankie Edgar this time. I think this fight is going to show why Edgar's probably going to drop down to 145. But I see Maynard be able to take the fight down when he wants to, be able to end the harder shots. He could end it on his feet, but I see him doing some damage on his feet, taking takedowns when he gets opportunities, and landing some vicious ground and pound on Frankie Edgar. And I see the fight being stopped in the third round, and Maynard becoming the new lightweight champion of the world. So there's my prediction video for UFC 136, guys. Getting this fight out Saturday morning. Looking forward to the fights tonight. Very pumped for this fight card. I'll be back Monday to give my recap on this video. Comments, as always, are appreciated, and look forward to the conversation back and forth with you guys. Peace out. Have a fun night, guys.